What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next Clan War recap video, and this one was a rough one. Range War, Dark Looters, excellent war clan, German clan. So a lot of times I have people ask me about good German war clans. Well, here you go. Here's a really good one. Got the win over us by 1 star, and it was an excellent war on both sides. People did amazing attacks. You see, they clad all of our Town Hall 11s 3-starred, which there was 3 of them in this war. Actually, a couple of them were borrowed. Only one was ours. But they got those cleaned up, got some Town Hall 10 3-stars, and all of our Town Hall 9s 3-starred. Now, we did much of the same, only you will see one of their Town Hall 11s got away from us. We had some Town Hall 11 attacks left towards the end of the war, and I'm not sure. They were going for 3-stars on 10s, and I think it was just maybe some... I don't know. I would have used the attacks differently, but I'm not the war general. I'm not trying to second guess those guys. That do a great job every war in, war out, and they spend tons of time trying to help out coordinate attacks and stuff. But we had that one, and we had 2 attacks that were so close. Look at this, 98% there and 95% on those. So just right there. I mean, it's why I told you guys, those caught the live stream. These wars can go any way, and any little make or break can change the outcome, just like that right there. 2 Town Hall 10 attacks with a 5% or less to get to 3-star obviously would have changed the war. So very close war, very competitive, and very fun. These are the ones that we enjoy. So congratulations to Dark Looters. Good try to everybody at OneHive. Maybe we can do it again with these guys sometime soon. Now, you saw the Town Hall 10 3-star on number 7 there by Jadori in the Death of a Town Hall 10 video. I'm not going to show the other 2 because those were Town Hall 11 attacks going down. But let's watch this one that was just almost, I mean, so close. Atoma going in on their number 9, doing a very nice attack, just come up a little bit short on time. You'll see on the right side here, starting it off with the minion. This isn't early Town Hall 10. This was our bottom Town Hall 10, so a very early Town Hall 10. But still, this is what I'm going to do. This is what you guys ought to consider doing when you go to sort of the quote 9.5 route. If once you get your heroes up, once you get your offense up, your camps, all that stuff, get your air defense and your Teslas upgraded. Once you have that, and you have good walls, and you have good hero levels, and you have a good base design, it is very difficult to 3-star your base. I don't care about the rest of them. You see, everything on his base besides that is Town Hall 9 level. It doesn't matter. It still makes it a very difficult 3-star. So he comes in on the right side here, wall breakers in, opens it up, and starts walking that queen in. You can see she can get to 2 air defenses right here. If she passed the correct way, which that mortar is in a perfect position to bring her down towards the south there and towards that first air defense. As she walks up, takes out the storage, she will continue on and eventually get there and take it out. Now, the CC troops will also eventually come out here. She'll get in range just in a few right there as she gets onto that collector, the balloon. The lava hound come out, but boom, she's right onto that first air defense. One more shot, it's down. Now she's going to take out those CC troops. The poisons are going to grab the balloon, and then right here, as soon as those go down, I love the minion on the backside helping out with those minions, or those lava pups that are hitting on to the healers. Then right there, the queen finally gets it cleaned up, drops that rage spell, heals her right back up, takes out that next air defense. So 2 ADs down, 1 Inferno Tower down from the Zap Quakes, and as she goes forward just a little bit more, she's going to engage this enemy queen. I believe if she goes a little bit further, she'll grab her here. Right there, 1 step further, the queen shoots her, pops that ability. She kind of walks back a little bit, but as the queen steps back up, she re-engages as she becomes visible again, and then finally takes her out. So a little bit hairy right there, but does get the job done. Coming on the backside with a giant and some wall breakers, opening up that compartment and dropping the king in, just going to allow him to walk through, take out some of these archer towers, this wizard tower, things like that, just getting extra defenses cleared out of the way. You see the queen starting to beat through a wall there, but already the air attack is underway. Lava hounds going in, balloons following them up, heading towards those last 2 air defenses. Once they get hovered over, it's got a free spell for that Inferno Tower. Going to drop it here. As soon as the balloons get a little bit closer, boom, right there. Nice placement. Gets the Archer Tower, gets the Tesla, gets the Inferno Tower. Haste up to those balloons to push them through that much faster. You see the queen still doing her thing over, taking out defenses, which is nice. Those balloons take out the last Inferno Tower, and then from there, we'll start taking out these Teslas, which are very important, very powerful against balloons. The Lava Hound is over there. He's got just a little bit of life left, enough for a couple more shots. But again, the queen still, actually, the queen just went down to the defending king. So that slowed everything down, and had that queen made it through there, look how low he was. Just a few more shots from that queen would have done it. Then probably this would have been the 3-star. You see all defenses down. The pups are having to chase around that king, which slows everything down. And then right there, just a few buildings left. So sad, but excellent a try by Atoma. All right. Garski taking on their number 10, their top Town Hall 9, and doing it with a Govaho with a Queen Walk. Love it. Very nice attack. Coming at it, dropping down a minion, starting that funnel, and then on top and bottom, and then dropping the Queen in the middle with some healers on her. As she walks up, starts taking fire, he will drop the wall breakers down and get her into that compartment. Right there, a test wall breaker, a couple little bombs, a couple more, opens it right up. Now the Queen has a clear path to the middle of the base. Getting in there, starting to take out some of the defenses, obviously clearing potential giant bomb areas, things like that. She has to take out that mortar actually before she goes in. But once it goes down, she's back up into the compartment. The minions doing their thing. You see he's got the 2 jumps for this to allow those Valks to move on through. There's the minion finally gets in range of that, or something got in range there, of that Town Hall. He might have dropped something I didn't catch. Pulls out a few of the troops, which are going to come over and start engaging his Queen and the healers. Unfortunately, the Queen has had to take out that air defense before she turns around, takes care of her healers there, but finally does, and then continues on her way. Here in just a moment, you'll see the setup of the Valks and the King going in, taking all that out. But right now, letting the Queen continue to walk around, giving her time just to sort of develop this attack, take everything she can, reach out, and once she's done, she will actually start beating on a wall because after this hut goes down, she can no longer reach anything. The closest thing is that wizard tower over there, so she's going to beat through this wall. Here comes the King with the kill squad, the golems going down, the wizards creating the funnel, the wall breakers are going to open up this compartment, and then he's going to drop the jump spell for sort of both of them. So everything kind of meets back up here towards the middle of the base, which I thought was kind of interesting. Right there, you see the Queen coming through, the Tesla popping. She's going to take all that out, clear this entire section out. There's the King, there's the Valks. Again, Garcia really taking his time on this attack, but you can, he can do it. Notice the placement of the jump there. He did not want his Valks to go into that core. He wanted them to go around the space. He wanted them to wrap around. So he drops it there to where he directs in that direction. The Queen's going to sort of walk over and start shooting over the wall towards the core, and as the troops come out, drops that poison down, slows everything down. Nice heal spell for those Valks on the right side. They're going to continue on through. And then the next jump right there is supposed to pull them over, but the problem is some of them was just a little bit too far. They went with the King over there, started beating on walls. They never took the jump. A few of them did take the jump, but not all of them. Now the Queen's beating through another set of walls over there on her side. The Hogs are starting to get sprinkled in. He's got 5 more in the bag, but look how little of this base is remaining. The problem is the King, the Valks, they didn't go towards that Queen, so she's sort of dropping bombs at this point, and all of the Hogs are closing in on her location. So the King, the Queen, both level 30. They're waiting on this pack of Hogs, and both of his heroes are sort of sitting back, taking out other buildings. You see right here, finally, as this storage goes down, the Queen comes over, and now his attacking Queen is going to engage her, take her out, but the King's still doing some work on him. Finally, the Hogs take him down, and that is going to be the 3-star. So Sword took the long way around the barn on that one, but a really nice attack, a good plan, and did get the 3-star. So good job to Garski. All right, let's move on. Just down a couple spots here to Zimban, taking out their number 12 and doing it with dragons. A lot of dragon attacks this war. In a lot of our range wars, we do these dragon attacks now, and they're very, very, very effective. A lot of times like this with balloons and a lava hound and with a queen walk or a zap quake, just depends on the base and the setup. But drops the Queen on the right side, drops the healers right behind it, wall breakers in almost immediately to open that up. Once that Queen going in there, you see the archers up top taking out that army camp and hopefully moving in, clearing some more trash to help direct that Queen the way he wants her to go. But she's pretty much going to go in at this point. Everything is set up pretty nicely for her to pull in. She's going to grab that barracks and then from there onto the mortar. And she's pretty much committed at that point. Chances of her walking around aren't good. That army camp does go down, and that Tesla popping just ensures even more so that she's going to come on in. Another Tesla popping, and I love when people Queen walk into a Tesla farm because it just makes the Tesla farm look so silly. Usually they pop one at a time like this. Very little damage coming to the Queen, and she always takes them all out. I just love it. So huge value for this Queen walk here, going in, taking all of that out. You see he's going to drop the Rage, I believe, right here in just a second. Yeah, drops the Rage up, gets that Queen bounced right back up because she was facing 3-point defense for a short while. Then the Lava Hound comes out and engages the Queen. She's going to clean that up. We'll actually fast forward through that. On the left side, you'll see there King, Golem, Wizards all coming in. Is going to drop, I believe, some more wall breakers here and open up to allow them to come in. Yep, right there on that corner. Nice placement. Boom. It's opened up. Pretty wide funnel, so nowhere to go besides in. Does have the jump spell still. Finally, on the right side, the queen gets all that cleaned up and drops the jump for the queen, which I thought was really nice because it just continues to let her walk around. And look how much of this base is going down before he really starts releasing the balloons and the dragons up top, which right here are coming into that queen. Still 2 air defenses left, but he knows this queen's going to walk up. And just as a timing thing, if you know that it's going to take a while for these dragons and everything to clear that top area, a lot of HP up there, a lot of movement they got to do, knows that eventually this queen will get to that last air defense and will take it out. Does have a rage still if he needs it. Queen's ability already used. She is encountering some pretty high HP buildings, but she's in the perfect position. She's going to get this sweeper, take it out. She's going to have to deal with this king. He's going to go down. There's the rage. Beautiful placement on that. Gets those healers included. So she's going to deal with all this, and then she's going to step up and take out that next air defense. So right here, before the dragons even get in range, she's on it. It goes down in just a few shots, and from there, it is just cleanup time for the most part. A lot of dragons left. The queen's still up, still has healers on her. There's no doubt that's going to be a 3-star for Zimban. Beautiful attack. I really liked it. Very patient. Just the setup, the execution was all really good. All right, a couple more here. Arturo, we're just going to drop down 1 spot against its John Cena. Taking it out again with dragons. I told you guys, a lot of dragon attacks. We're going to start it off with a Zap Quake on this right side. You'll see there, as I told you, sometimes it's Zap Quake, sometimes it's more of a Lava Hound, balloons, things like that. Actually, I think that last attack I said Lava Hound, and it wasn't. It was an extra dragon there. Sorry about that. Just slip of the brain. But I like this. These on the left side here, taken out. Watch that. That Tesla does pop, take out those 2 minions, but here in a moment he does actually get that with the minion, I believe, if I remember right. Drops the queen down for the walk, and obviously 1 air defense going down on the right side. Going to go in on the left side with this queen walk, go in and get those air defenses taken care of, and watch the setup for this little air defense right there at, I don't know what you call that, 10 o'clock, probably something like that. It's really funny how that ends up going down, but just wait on that one. The queen doing her thing. Going to wall breaker in down here a little bit lower. Perfectly safe for the wall breakers. Those archer towers are engaged on the queen. A couple more go in. Open it up. So now the queen is going to go into that compartment. Take out that air defense, and then he's got the jump spell to let her go to that, sort of cut across where that wizard's at, and to get to that next air defense, so she'll be able to take out 2 of them. Up top, look at this wizard doing a little bit of work. You see the minion up there already got that mortar. The wizard taking out that mortar right there, and now it's wide open, just a wizard tower and that air defense in there. But unfortunately, the wizard did come over and get that golem. Now, this is going to play a role here because the queen has this jump to just continue on her walk, but just as soon as she gets in the middle here, she starts taking out the air defense, which is what she's after. But from there, the golem engages her, and she's standing in this little box. So the jump spell is actually going to run out while she's in that box. But if you notice, he drops some wall breakers over here by this wizard tower and this air defense. He's just going to drop that king in there, and it's just him and that wizard tower locked in a cage, and you know who's going to win that battle. The dragon's doing work up top there. The queen's still doing work on that golem. The jump spell is just about to run out, and she is down to golemites. So the king getting that last air defense, the queen now finishing off those golemites, but now she has to beat her way out of this box down at the bottom. So kind of unfortunate for her, just sort of bad timing, because there is Teslas in the core that could be, she could be walking around taking out some more defenses and stuff, but the king's going to get in there, has that king's ability still, and has a few hogs in the bag. The dragons moving their way down here, so they're in great shape. A lot of dragons left, even a few balloons doing some work. Right here, this giant coming in with a wizard, trying to get to that mortar, take it out. But the wizard's actually in range of that mortar right there. Finally steps up, gets a few shots on it, and boom, it goes down. Now the king's made his way into the core. The queen has beaten her way out of her box, and everything is collapsing on the last little part of this base as he pops that king's ability, takes out those Teslas and that sweeper in the core. The dragons doing their thing, the queen coming in, those last few hogs going in, and it is a 3-star. Beautiful attack by Arturo. I thought that was kind of funny, but definitely a solid plan and execution. All right, a couple more for you guys. One from Cheatham. He always brings interesting attacks, and here is one that does not disappoint. 4 jump spells, 5 witches of his own. I think he's got a few witches in the CC. Had some golems there he's dropping down, and then wizards. So just an Govaho wee wee, I mean, is what this is, with 4 jump spells. I don't know if I've ever seen one with 4 jump spells before, but the reason that he liked this on this base, I talked to him about it, is there was a lot of splash damage up top. You see mortars up there, you see those wizard towers up there, and the ones that aren't are right down here on the bottom. And if you'll see those, 3 of the 4 of those, he can target directly. When I say directly, I mean he can drop these hogs. You see he's got 12 hogs in the bag right onto those splash damage. So if he can keep these witches up initially, which he's done a good job of here with his king out front, those golems out front, everything is sort of taking all of that out, then he's going to have a lot of skeletons and witches left over. And again, right here, 1, 2, 3, drops on that next 3 jump spells. That keeps everything moving forward. Everything is allowed to continue on through the base, trigger those giant bombs, take out these defenses, all of that. You see a few hogs going on the left and right, but more importantly, watch these hogs on the bottom here in just a moment. You're going to see them drop down on each of these, right here, on each of those splash damage on the bottom before his witches even get in range of him. Those skeletons get in there. 3 more splash damage down, and then on the right side, even those hogs going in, taking that wizard tower down. So pretty much his witches did not have to encounter splash damage except for the very start, and most of the time they were focused on golems and on the heroes, etc. The queen still has her ability. We'll fast forward because this one's over. They just got to beat through this wall right here. Once they get through, that is that. The queen will come over and shoot over the wall, take out whatever's left if the witches don't beat her to it, which they're doing a pretty good job of right here. But finally, I think she does get through the wall and help out with just a little bit of cleanup. Excellent attack by Cheatham. Pretty unconventional for an arranged war for sure. All right, and one more for you guys, and this one's pretty crazy. You're gonna like this one, I think. Check out the army composition. Govaho, pretty standard. Queen walk, 7 Valks, 14 hogs. Now pay attention to that number. Remember it. There's going to be a test after the attack. Here he comes from the bottom with a minion, just starting to create the funnel there, making sure the queen goes where he wants. Healer's down on the queen. She's going to start working her way in. Got the wall breakers. Going to open up a compartment here in just a moment. But they're going to let her do her thing. Let her start taking out these defenses. She'll step up and get that cannon. And then you see there's unfortunately, a couple of skeleton traps popping from that minion that moved in there. So the queen has to clear these off of her healers. But right there, the wall breakers go in, let everything come in. So he's back into good shape here. Taking out this mortar, just queen continuing to walk her way in here. Just waiting, letting her do her thing. The Valks are getting ready to go in. The king, I think he's got a golem in the CC. All of that is part of the plan as well. They've got their job. The queen right now getting raged up as the CC troops come out. Just drops that poison spell down. Let her start taking care of those. The healers are starting to get pushed back by that sweeper, but the queen is actually taking very little damage right here because of that poison spell. Slows everything down so much. Right there onto the X-bow, and then she'll grab that sweeper to make sure that her healers are okay. They can continue to keep her up because she's getting a little bit low. He goes ahead and pops the ability right there. Now she's going to get healed back to full. You see the golem going down the right side, the wizards creating that funnel, wall breakers opening everything up, and this is where obviously the Valks, the king, all of that is going to enter the base and start wrecking some face. So right there, the king goes down. Here comes the Valks out of there. The golem out of the CC was already down. Just moving their way through, they get onto that queen very quickly, and kaboom, take it out. Now, he's sprinkled in a few hogs here. He's dropped 3 hogs so far. Remember that. They come through and start taking out some of these distracted defenses. The Valks doing their thing, the king in there doing their thing, wizard backing them up, just clearing all this trash out. Already has that jump spell down on the next compartment there just to allow them to move their way through. Tesla farm popping. Just being very patient, letting everything develop. The queen's starting to beat through a wall here in the middle. Right there, a nice heal for those Valks and the king and the kill squad. Just making sure they're taken care of. Again, nothing can handle your Valks if you keep them healed up. We've talked about that at length. They're just continuing to move their way through. Still no more hogs deployed. But right there, 2 more hogs go down. So he's used a total of 5 hogs on this attack. Just allowing everything to just sort of stroll through this base. Taking his time, dropping another heal spell down, keeping them up. Queen's coming around. She pops a double bomb set. Starting to shoot over a wall here. The Valks are closing in. The hogs are closing on these last few defenses. And as they take out to this mortar and get on to that wizard tower, that leaves him with only 1 defense left and still 9 hogs in the bag. The king's ability is still not being used. He's got 2 wall breakers still in the bag. We'll fast forward because he's not going to use any of those. He's just going to swag 9 hogs, which I've never even heard of, much less seen. So beautiful attack by VPL. All right, guys, that is it. Excellent job, everybody at OneHive and at Dark Looters. Was a fun, competitive war. Hopefully, we will get to do it again sometime. Very close. Just did not get the job done on this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, Jake from OneHive doing my best to help you guys suck less.